Welcome. Today we're diving into a topic that matters, something that shapes how we think, work, and connect. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore key ideas, practical insights, and fresh perspectives. Let's get started and see where this journey takes us. Let's take a moment to revisit what we covered in the last lecture. This recap will help us connect the dots and build on that foundation. We'll highlight the key ideas and make sure we're all on the same page before moving forward. It's important to keep these concepts fresh so we can dive deeper with confidence. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a perceptron? It's one of the simplest types of artificial neural networks, designed to mimic how a single neuron in the brain works. At its core, a perceptron takes multiple inputs, processes them, and produces a single output. It's a foundational building block in machine learning, helping us understand how computers can learn to make decisions based on data. This simple model paved the way for more complex networks we use today. Let's take a closer look at the perceptron formula, the foundation of how this simple neural network learns. At its core, it's a straightforward calculation. We multiply each input by a weight, sum those products, then add a bias term. This total is then passed through an activation function, which decides the output. It's elegant in its simplicity, yet powerful enough to classify data by adjusting those weights over time. Understanding this formula is key to grasping how learning happens in the perceptron. Let's talk about how the perceptron actually learns. At its core, it's a simple process of trial and error. The perceptron makes a prediction, then checks if it's right. If it's wrong, it adjusts its internal settings, its weights, just a little bit. Over time, with enough examples, those small tweaks add up. The perceptron gets better and better at separating data into the right categories. It's a straightforward, powerful way to learn from experience. Let's look at a learning example to see these ideas in action. Examples help us connect theory with practice. They make abstract concepts real. By walking through a specific case, we can spot patterns, understand challenges, and see solutions unfold. This kind of hands-on learning is where the insights really stick. So, here's a clear example to guide us through the process step by step. Let's talk about learning rate. It's basically the step size our model takes when adjusting itself. If there's no error, there's no need to change the weights at all. A small learning rate tends to work better because it helps the model learn steadily without overshooting. This idea ties closely to reinforcement, where small, consistent updates lead to better performance over time. It's all about balance, moving enough to improve, but not so much that we lose control. Let's take a moment to recap what we've covered today. We've explored the key ideas and seen how they connect in practice. Now, the real progress comes from trying these concepts yourself, putting them into action, making them your own. That's where the learning truly sticks. Keep practicing, and you'll see the difference. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.